Good morning. We are seeing a combination of snow and ice from last night. All the moisture we got. We have a live update on what you can expect before you hit the roads.
And the D-League is here, D-League Showcase. We're going to show you the crowds, show you the three-point contest, slam dunk contest. Exciting day over at the event center. And also this morning, Sacramento Kings, are they staying or going? I'm going to tell you about a sale. Stay with us, everybody. This is Thursday, January 10th, 2013.
You're watching News 4 Today in high definition.
Hey, good Thursday morning, everybody. Welcome to this edition of News 4 Today, 6 o'clock on your 10th day of January. I'm Bill Frankmore. I'm going to get your forecast with Jen coming up in just a bit. We could possibly see some showers, apparently, throughout the week, especially east of Reno, throughout the rest of the week, I should say. But this morning, especially in some of the foothill areas around Reno, it is extremely slippery out there. Sierra Valley saw it all late last night, early this morning as well, the wind, the rain, and the snow. And it is pretty slippery in certain areas out there. We have News 4's Alex Sachs out and about. This morning she's at Robb Drive in the northwest part of town to give us an update on what things are looking like there. Good morning to you, Alex.
Good morning, Bill, and it is a little chilly out here. I think we're all a little cold this morning, especially after feeling those 50-degree temperatures yesterday. Quite the transition. And about that transition, last night we saw a mixture of rain and snow. So as you can see, there is snow cover on the ground on these side roads. We are on that right off the intersection, and ice as well is sitting under some of that snow. So as you're heading out this morning, anticipate some of those secondary roads and intercity roads to be a little slick. Those are the most where we're seeing the most slick roads. The highways and the interstates seem to be predominantly dry, especially just in this Reno-Sparks area. We will have more on what change controls you can expect throughout the day, especially up around the lake. Now, this intersection in particular tends to get a lot of ice on it. We've seen drivers driving slow, some a little fast, but really the main precaution is if you are approaching an intersection or getting on and off the highway to take it slow. And one thing we did talk to the Nevada Highway Patrol this morning is there was only one accident this morning near Boomtown around 1 o'clock. No major injuries. It was a two-vehicle accident, but they say road conditions were a factor. And when we checked in with Reno Police and Sparks Police, no accidents as of about 4:30 this morning, but they said that roads are slick, especially again in those secondary roads and intercity roads. So as folks are approaching an interstate, and I think we actually just had an incident over here. If our photographer Kosek could zoom in on that, I think they just slipped a little bit over there. So again, prime example of just taking it slow, especially around these turns. We've got cars coming around this way as well. We're going to go check out how that person is, and we will be sure to bring you the latest in our next live hit. Bill, I'll send it back to you for now.
Okay, sometimes that happens on live television. Thank you very much, Alex. We appreciate it. We'll check back in with you in about half an hour or so. Let's look elsewhere in Reno. As we take a quick peek down on the biggest little city, you can see traffic is actually moving slow. You can almost tell by that shot. Jen, you didn't encounter any icy roads this morning. I did, and I came from kind of the area that Alex is at right now, and I actually almost did what that car did in her live shot, little fender bender. One of those slippery things where you come around the corner and you just can't stop.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be happening this morning as we're looking into northwest Reno, as well as north valleys could be a little bit slippery, but really everywhere else, especially the main interstate 395, not having any issues at all. Here's I-80 at Rock Boulevard, moving along just fine, and then 395 and Plum, no issues there as well. Roads may be a little bit wet in spots and a little bit icy. The rain that fell last night did obviously freeze, but as far as your main roadways go, unless you're heading into the Sierra or east of Fallon into Elko, you're pretty much okay. It's those side streets in the rest of Reno in the North Valleys that is going to be a little bit icy this morning. 16 now at Truckee. We do have chain controls in effect around the lake, Mount Rose Highway, as well as I-80. Nothing going on around Reno right now, and the winter weather advisory for Reno has now been canceled. The National Weather Service did just cancel that. Now, we do still have a winter storm warning in effect for Elko County, Lander, Eureka counties. That's going to stay until about 4 p.m. on Friday. We could see several feet of snow in the mountains for this area and several inches of snow down to Valley, Florida. Definitely expecting the messiest drive, the worst conditions to be there right around Elko County as that snow band has set up there. 60 was the high yesterday, so we were 15 degrees above average. Overnight lows were about 1 degree below, and at the Reno Tahoe International Airport only picked up about 1/100th of an inch of precipitation. So the storm didn't really deliver for the valley. Now today we could see isolated to scattered snow showers at times, but for the most part everything is pushed off to the east, and it is going to be breezy once again today. So air quality should stay pretty nice today and tomorrow. Tomorrow could pick up an isolated snow shower again on Sunday, and for the most part will be cold and dry to start off your week next week. Bill?
All right, thank you very much for that, Jen. Well, for 4 days, some of the NBA's brightest future stars are hitting the court right here in Reno. News 4's Ashley Collins was at day 3 of the D-League Showcase and has more. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning. Last night, some of the players got to show off a little bit in the three-point shootout and slam dunk contests. But with scores of scouts in the crowd, even those extra events could land someone a job in the NBA.
It's like the most stressful, most important job interview that you would ever have in your life.
NBA Development League President Dan Reed says all 30 NBA teams are here to watch the D-League guys in action, including Chicago Bulls General Manager Gar Forman.
It's not often you've got this much talent in one venue.
The showcase features all 16 D-League teams, each playing 2 games.
They're long days watching all these games, but it's a great opportunity to evaluate all the young players in the league.
We get a lot of scouts here from a lot of different countries. And the NBA teams, hungry guys going to get a chance to play ball.
Former NBA player Daryl Dawkins says he'd have liked the D-League if it had been around when he started.
It would have been fun for me. I would have been entertaining the crowd and had fun.
Dawkins is in the crowd now and judging the Showcase's slam dunk contest. Reno Bighorn Dar Tucker took 2nd place this year, and his teammate Marcus Landry was number 2 in the three-point shootout.
That's what the fans want to see. They want to see the dunks. They want to see the three-point shooting.
The NBA execs are watching these events too.
It's sort of a way for these players to show that they have an NBA skill. The NBA teams are looking for three-point shooters.
And it gives fans a chance to see some of basketball's best on the court and in the stands.
It shows the fans that the guys are reachable.
Former NBA players, current NBA players, future NBA players.
I don't think a lot of people that haven't seen the D-League realize how good these players are.
Reed says the showcase is a perfect opportunity to see the talent for yourself.
If you're into basketball or you're into entertainment or you just want to go to something special, this event is really, really cool.
Today is the last day to catch all the action up close. Tickets are just $10 for the whole day, and the games start at 10 a.m. The full schedule is on our website at mynews4.com.
All righty, Ashley, thank you for that. Daryl Dawkins still looking good, former NBA player. Investor Chris Hansen has contacted the Malou family about buying the Sacramento Kings, setting up the possibility of the NBA's return to Seattle for the 2013-2014 season. Still no official deal has been reached. Yahoo Sports is reporting the owners of the Kings are finalizing a deal, though, to sell them to the Seattle-based group. Kings officials tell our NBC station in Sacramento, KCRA, that those rumors of a move to Seattle were false. An anonymous source says the Kings could sell for more than $500 million. Well, they are some of the biggest names in baseball history: Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, and Sammy Sosa. But for now, none of them will be in baseball's Hall of Fame. For the second time in 4 decades, no player received enough votes to be elected a candidate for induction into Coopertown. The results suggest many writers felt players believed to use performance-enhancing drugs during their career should not be allowed into the Hall of Fame. Well, your goal is to get fit in the new year. Why not, huh? But you can't afford a gym, so how do you boost your health on a budget? Consumer Reports is going to have some at-home fitness tips when we come back. And how about getting a little pooch, a little dog, or a cat of your own? We're going to introduce you to this week's adorable pet, Puppies and Kitties with the Humane Society. Still to come as well.